Good morning, Emma here from Team Living Your Dream. And today, your 7-minute success secrets comes from Florence. Yeah, I'm in Florence. I'm actually in Palazzo Pitti, which is near Ponte Vecchio in the heart of Florence. I've just come away for just a few days, which is one of the lovely advantages of working online. And earning money this way is that I can literally work from anywhere. So it's a Sunday morning. It's leaving the Mediterranean island. I left bright sunshine yesterday. Not quite such bright sunshine today, but hey, here we go. So the light's not great. The sound's probably pretty rubbish because I haven't got my microphone either. But let's give it a go. So today I'm going to talk to you in the 7-minute success series. I'm going to start a little mini series within that about personality type, because your personality type will have an impact on how you behave in every situation in life, and where we're talking about being successful in your and in your business life, and how you work online and how you approach life, that will come into it, and it's hugely important. And understanding a bit about your personality type, and where you can, if you can be aware of certain habits you have, then you are able to do something about it. You're able to counteract it. You're able to work at your best and enhance your best assets instead of those, I don't want to say weaknesses, but those parts that don't do so well with your business, or where your personality type doesn't marry quite so well with this type of lifestyle, where you can tweak that and work it to your advantage. So we're going to talk a little bit like that about personality type for the next few weeks, or for the next few sessions rather. The light is coming and going because I'm moving around. Sorry, and I come in and out of the light. I'll try and stay a bit stiller. So, to put a bit of background on that and the personality types we're going to be talking about, I'm going to start with a bit of information, or a bit of a background on a book by a guy called Terence Watts called Warriors, Settlers and Nomads. And this is a book I referred to as one of my reference books a lot when I was working as a hypnotherapist, because a lot of our issues, a lot of our difficulties or challenges we face come from other people or from ourselves and how we're behaving. And if we're not aware of this stuff, if we're not aware of how other people behave as well as ourselves, then we can get stuck in mindsets and feel trapped. So I used to use it a lot, and I still use it a lot today, and I'll explain, to let you in on what personality type I am on the way, and also, where that trips me up time and time again, but I've learned to be aware of it, and I've learned to work with it. And actually, you'll understand when I'm talking about it, is coming away for being able to come away for a few days, is working with that personality. Living on an island actually is a big part of that. So that wouldn't suit everybody, and you may be sitting there thinking, oh, I'd never move away from my family and all my friends. This is where my heart is, and this is where all my family and friends are. That's a different personality type, and that's absolutely okay for you if that's how you feel about things. And that's what I'm saying is if you have a personality type like I do, that loves adventure and getting away and seeing different things and being on the move, and putting myself in a situation where, standing out in the middle of a piazza or a palazzo, I think it's a palace piazza or something, I don't speak Italian, and talk to a camera when there's people around and walking around. I'm not entirely comfortable with that, but I can put myself in that situation and do it, whereas I know a lot of people with another particular type of personality type would never do that. They just wouldn't do it. So there you go. It's working with the best of you. And to talk about this book, Terence Watts, Warriors, Settlers and Nomads, in a little bit more depth, it looks at how we once were. It goes back to our origins of where we came from and takes the personality traits from the origins of the personality we have inherited along the way, or that has come down through the generations. It's a bit like your personality DNA, if you like. And it goes back to our primitive times. And if you think in the bigger scheme of things, we were all once nomads. We were once all very nomadic. That's how we populated the world. We followed around after our food. As our food migrated, we would have moved with it, and we would have moved on. We would have up sticks and moved on and found our food again, or where we were next going to get food. And everybody behaved like that. But as time progressed and as we evolved, a group of people got together and they're like, why are we wandering around after our food? Why don't we just stay here? We've got fresh water, we've got safe caves, we've actually got food all around us that comes to the waterhole to drink. Why don't we stay here? We can start building a community, we can start sharing tasks, we can look out for each other, we can look after each other, and we can start settling down. So they did that, and they became what we now call the settlers. Oh, there's a big lorry coming behind me. I hope you can still hear me. And then as we evolved a bit more, another group of people started to emerge. And they looked at the settlers and they went, that's quite a good idea. But they're not very well protected against wild animals and other wild tribesmen. And they're not very organised. They're not making much progress. We'll move in. We'll tell them, what they should be doing or how they could be doing things better, because we can see that they could be doing this or they could be doing that. So we'll move in and do that. And we'll offer them protection. And in return, they can look after our needs. And, cook and clean for us or provide for us and do those tasks that they're doing for themselves. And we will guard them and keep them safe. So they did that. They moved in and they're what we now call warriors. And then your third personality type looked at the warriors and looked at the settlers and we don't want any of that being told what to do. And we certainly don't want to be responsible for looking after loads of other people and running around after them, cooking and cleaning for them. We like our life on the move. We like the constant excitement of not knowing what's around the corner, of the challenges we might face. We love finding out, what's across that stretch of water and having to set up again. We get bored if we're in one place for too long. We love all this life of starting afresh and new challenges. So they did that. They carried on with this nomadic lifestyle, and we call them the nomads. So we've got 3 personality types: your warriors, settlers, and your nomads. Have you started to sort of, while I was talking, think about which one you might be? In my next 7-minute success secrets, I'm going to talk a little bit more about what each personality type entails, the good and the bad, because we all have a flip side. Every personality type is like a 2-sided coin. There is the bit that benefits us and the bit that isn't so beneficial. So I'm going to talk about that on each personality type so we can start to home in on which personality type you. So I'll see you tomorrow with the 7-minute success secrets. I will still be in Florence. I might just be down the other side of Piazza. So enjoy your day. For me it's a Sunday, but by the time you're watching this, it'll be so hey. Anyway, I'm rambling. Bye.